Back again. If everything has gone to plan, hopefully everything's set up. Hello again, poor people that have decided to follow us. I'm Omega Party, and I play Casper Zerkov in the Lazarium campaign, hosted by our great buddy up there in the corner. First, the other players, we have Feed Moon next to me, I think.
Uh, I'm Feed Moon. I play Sir Stephen Oakwood
Oh, you can't drop the
of the
Sir.
Emerald Order.
Oh, sorry, Sir Casper Zerkov. And then we got Prince Wanderer.
I'm Prince Wanderer. I play the absolutely fantastic Randall Wilder, ever more charming by the session, even more dramatic by the hour.
And then Tonok in the bottom right.
Uh, I'm Tonok and I play Nickum, the token elf.
Right, and then finally, the most important of all of us, the Dungeon Master up there.
Yeah, me. I'm Ben.
Wow.
I run this train wreck. Yeah. Obviously, Brandon can't give us a recap because he longed us off to go spend time with friends. I mean, who does that? Um, Quick recap. You guys were on the road, traveling. You came across a scene of carnage where a trading caravan had been essentially ransacked and robbed, and people would have been murdered. You managed to figure out what had happened. You tracked them all the way back to their camp. It turned out to be some wildland raiders who had stolen some weapons and were trying to disrupt shit while their army was getting ready up north. You basically went full let's murder them in the night, and you did so very efficiently, despite Randall's cousin Andre deciding that the stealthiest approach to kill someone in the night was slamming a shield onto their face multiple times, which almost ruined the operation.
He
but
dropped the
you
ball
guys-
with that one, admittedly.
Yeah, I'd probably say you guys dropped the ball in taking him on a stealth mission.
He's a good
Um,
man.
He is, but not normally for that mission. Um, but yeah, you guys managed to kill everyone and their leader, and you guys got some horses
We did?
and a nice hammer for Casper.
Yes, that is a very nice hammer. We got 6 horses, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
We'll put it in the caravan. Happy days.
All right. Now, you guys have been on the road. So, Steve, you finally somewhat recovered. You've been getting some poultices from both Randall and from Rachel as well. So, you've been healing up a little bit quicker than normal. You don't have to just add your con. I'll roll a couple of. Randall, you can roll me 2 of your healing poultices.
Is that
So you-
right?
Damn.
That's bloody good.
I didn't know. When did that go up to 5d6?
Who is this?
Half the ranger level, bro. It's powerful every time.
You've been holding off on this.
You've just been letting people die.
I was planning on it, but then, some divine intervention said I had to heal him. I never felt compelled before.
Oh yeah, I've never been in danger.
I've been barely on double digits this entire campaign.
Oh, you can have a poultice. You know what? Everyone can have a poultice. Poultice is all around.
This is messed up, man.
I'm guessing Rachel doesn't really need to roll.
No, I just like that. Like Sir Steve has been on like death's door
mean-
for like the last week, and Randall's just been watching him.
Oh yeah, I've got one of these.
How many days has it been, Ben? Just so I know.
Since the demon night.
Yeah.
Let's consult the map. It's got the distance on there. Why? You're not going all the way into the swamp.
I am.
I was like, how fucking far did we go?
I still want to do our little side quest in the swamp.
It's been pretty much five days.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
We're going to do crocodile hunting in the swamp.
I'm still not back at full after those poultices and my con.
Jesus.
Nothing better. He's a healthy boy.
Randall's just selfish, isn't he?
What? I gotta give him another one then.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a healing kit as well.
Rachel comes in handy sometimes.
That just put me at full.
Oh,
There you go. She knows what she's doing, does Rachel.
love Rachel.
Doesn't overdo it, doesn't underdo it, just right.
She knows where she's needed.
Exactly. Alright, yeah, you guys have finally made your way to the main city of Wolvenshire, which is Wolfwatch.
Ah, nice to see you've catched up, Sir Stephen, as I ride at the front of the caravan.
It has been quite a rough couple of days, but I'm feeling more myself now, thanks to Randall and Rachel.
Well, like I say, it's good to see you back up and fighting. I feel like this will be our last rest before the coming storm. As I look at Wolfwatch on the horizon.
Yeah, you guys see it's a for these sort of times it would be classed as a city. We'd probably clearly class this as a large town sort of thing. But yeah, it's an odd city. It's only got like a wall on like one side, which is strangely enough the side that goes towards its allies, which is the side you're coming from. You can see that the wall doesn't go all the way around. It just goes kind of like sort of a quarter of the way into the swamp. It's kind of got that natural defense of the swamp. No armies really coming through that swamp to attack, so it's fairly secure from that. You can see some buildings poking up over the wall. Some, almost like a fort-looking building. A couple of those to the south of the town/city, and then one slightly larger, like manor-like place towards the north. Most of the other places that, as you pass through the gates, you would notice that like all the other buildings are almost like built on stilts in the swamp. So they're just raised above that swamp level, and pretty much all of the buildings, they're connected by this like string, like this pathway of just wooden like pallets and planks and everything that's been built up on top of the swamp to give it a little bit of a level over. So you got to walk a little bit precariously on these if you don't fall off into the side. But as you've been approaching, you notice that there's a lot of bustle of activity going on. There's tents all outside Wolfwatch, where you can see essentially is it the levies?
Levy?
Yeah, basically the general population has been recruited for their for the war against the wildlands at the moment. They're planning a big battle, and they are recruiting the common man to the cause. So you ride past quite a lot of these tents where essentially farmers and workers have been pulled from their standard jobs, and they're getting prepared to fight. You see some training going on and all that sort of stuff. But you arrive in Wolfwatch.
Excellent. Have you got the map?
Let me move you onto the map.
I was going to say that might be a bit easier.
There you go.
Well, I need to get my zoom right now.
So you would be arriving, obviously, in the central gate. Here, if you drag yourselves on
Guess Berserkoff with his cannon helmet.
Don't even bring up the helmet again. Don't start that.
I like it. I think I actually posted like a more accurate one to what you described in the in Discord, but I haven't updated my token.
That weird alien-looking thing. That's what it said.
You told me that's what it looked like.
Nothing. You arrive at the gate, and there are some guards there. They look fairly like young and green, but yeah, they still sort of they're checking people as you're coming through, and you guys are well armed, rich-looking bastards all on horses with 6 spare horses. They bar your way.
Really?
This is just.
They just like put their halberds
I see
across.
a couple of successful men.
Did they not even see the standard flying behind me that Sir Tommy is, or little Tommy is holding?
You've knighted him as well. How many knights have we got now?
He's not knighted yet. He's getting there. I just keep saying Sir.
I'm gonna knight someone.
I want to be a knight. You can knight me.
No, I'm gonna knight.
Randall's still a squire.
I'm gonna knight Andre.
Oh no, I am no man's squire.
No, in terms of the Emerald Order ranks, you are a squire.
I left my post.
You haven't done so efficiently.
I deserted.
On their records, you are still squire.
You could be my squire.
pretty sure I'm there.
You could be my squire, but like an undercover squire. So you're not actually a squire. You're just pretending to be.
I'll be Casper's squire.
Oh, I've realised actually, thinking about it. These 2 idiots are on the Emerald Order's records as like a knight and a squire. Yet they've come after me specifically. They're like, I want that guy.
Because you were going round saying, "I'm Sir Stephen of the Emerald Order." Meanwhile, I am Casper Zerkov, the man with no name.
No.
Also known as the Hardy Boys.
Dear me. Alright, so you arrive, they bar your way with pikes. Sorry, what business do you have here, sirs?
I look at Sir Stephen.
I look at the 2 guards. It's good to see some guards doing their job, I believe, for change. But we're here to see General Earbard. Is he in town?
I wouldn't know, sir. Sorry. You best go ask at the order place. But if that's all you're after, I'm not sure you'll be able to get a hold of him. Things are moving pretty fast round here.
Yes, I notice you're planning something big. Look around at all the kind of camps.
Well, I was planning my grandmother's birthday,
That's
but it's not.
what I'm... My friend, that's not what I'm asking about.
Yeah, they're marching north, sir.
Excellent. Under whose orders?
I'd assume General Earbard, sir.
So he's going in the right direction. Then I look at Sir Stephen.
He's probably going up to deal with some wildlings. So he's going in the right direction at least. Well, if you don't mind unbarring our way, gentlemen, we will be on our way.
And he kind of like you see him eyeing your weapons. I'm guessing if I told you I'd have to take your weapons, you'd probably refuse. Yes, sirs.
You would be quite right.
He like looks at his mate, and his mate just like shakes his head. And he's like,
We are
"Okay," and he just steps out of the way.
we are anointed knights of the realm. We are legally allowed to carry these.
Whatever you say, sir. I won't bother you. I saw nothing.
Okay.
It's a good thing I don't consider these guys allies, otherwise they'd be filled with courage from that banner flying behind me. They might stand up to us.
Oh, they're enemies. They see terror in my helmet or whatever it does. I forget.
Yep. No, that's why they were so nervous, because they couldn't really get their feelings right. So they're both, got their courage filled from the banner, but they're also terrified by the helmet. So
Their chakras are way off. Okay, we mosey on in.
yeah.
Hang on, has Sir Stephen dyed his hair?
No,
Has he-
why?
Your hair was never black or dark brown.
It's meant to be brown.
I
Pretty
thought you
sure
was
the
going
sheep I
grey.
No,
And you're about
he's only
12.
he's only in his 20s. He's the youngest one here.
I just guess you were so boring. I just kind of made an assumption. Casper's 31. He's got 2 wives and a mortgage.
Only back in Cascadia, they think you're dead.
Yeah, they do think I'm dead. And I haven't paid that mortgage over for a while. And I'm carrying essentially a house worth of silver on me.
You're carrying pretty much a town's worth of silver on you.
I don't know how I'm carrying it. Truth be told. Well, I've got the chests just tied to my horse.
You've now got
Yeah.
60 horses, so you're all right.
I was gonna say, so Steve still has that other chest that he was originally given all his silver in.
You guys are very rich.
You should hand that over to me. I'm kind of in charge of the coin.
Oh,
Well, you guys arrive through the gate. You let through, and you're immediately into like a large throng of people just moving through the markets. Like you guys trying to get your horses through here is looking like it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Only if we
I have a
don't
solution.
care about running people over.
That is true.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna take out my trumpet.
Oh no.
No.
I
God.
thought we were gonna just see how many people we can knock down. Just play bowling. So there's a certain amount of points for a certain amount of people.
I need to teach Tommy how to play the trumpet so he can announce my presence. When I
Oh, this is a
arrive.
brilliant place to do it in front of thousands of people.
Yeah. That's not practice. That's the real thing.
So you want to start a band? Yeah, we're going to put you on at Woodstock.
No, I'll dismount my horse and lead it myself through the crowd.
No trumpet blowing though.
Rather than, no, it's as fun as it would be to announce our presence here. There might be cult members in the town, but I don't want to know that we're here.
Right. Who do we trust? Because we ideally, I look at Sir Steve, I look at Randall and Nickham. I kind of get off to the side. Right. I think we should get the majority of the party to find somewhere just to hold up for the night, and we can go about our business around town. It's probably a bit easier just us getting around.
You're not wrong. We'll have to find somewhere with a large enough stable for all the extra horses you managed to wrangle.
Yeah. Would Tommy be
Well,
good enough to organise that?
Thinks about it. With Rachel's help, yes.
Right.
She's much better with the horses than he is at the moment.
So I go into the chest. 100 silver. That should cover whatever we need, whatever the men need, won't it?
That's quite a lot.
Oh, okay, fine.
Jasper.
Not
How
just,
much do you think things cost? When was the last time you bought bread, Casper?
people just give me money and I don't pay for anything.
Right. 20.
That's more than I have.
20 or 30 silver should cover the horses and all the men.
The last thing I brought was this brooch of Ruana, and that was like 100 silver or 200 silver.
How many horses do we have? We have like 9?
No,
we have 10?
We have 6 like spare horses, then a horse per man or so, was it?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus Cal's horse because he's dead, but you still got his horse.
Yeah.
We got 6 last session.
13. You've got 19 horses in total.
Right. And a camel.
You know, so 18 horses in a camp.
Okay. So he's going to do the math real quick in his head. That's a lot of money on horse feed getting groomed.
Oh, so 100
I'd
silver.
say about 50 silver should do. Get them stabled for the night, feed, get the men food and drink. Shouldn't be more than 50.
Okay.
But that's pushing it a lot.
Well, I'll split it 25 between Rachel and Tommy so they can't squander it all at once.
I'm sure neither will squander it. Will you, Tommy? Just like looks around to Tommy.
His eyes go wide. No, sir. No, I won't.
I give Tommy the crazy Cascadian eyes look.
He just like looks down at the ground. He's like,
I'm just sort of like peeking out from behind Casper, just like hello, with a smile, friendly smile. Just like-
Now, Tommy, never turn down your head when looking at another man. It's a sign of disrespect.
yeah, sorry, sir. And he like tries to look Casper in the eyes.
I'm just pulling faces behind Casper. Just
There's a little twit. He's trying to hold in the laughter.
I hold out a bag full of 25 silver pieces to him.
It's out his hands.
You take care of the men and the horses. I'll give Rachel some money too. She'll help you.
Yeah. So, they go off and they take, I'm guessing, the rest of the men.
Yeah. Tell us where you're staying as well. Send someone to find us.
We will do.
Excellent. Right. That's sorted. So Stephen, I'm sure you've got plans in the town. Nickum, you're coming with me, okay? Cursed little elfin man. Randall, what are you doing in town?
This is the first time I've had the honour of stepping foot in Wolfwatch. I know little about what facilities it holds. All I do know is that the elven masters that healed me told me of a great temple of Lazarium here. I believe we could do with their blessing before the battles to come.
That is where I will be taking Nickum, actually.
I'll be
Oh,
coming
God.
with you.
That is excellent.
To
Randall,
make matters easier, should we not all just stick together?
well, okay. I have business
Yeah.
in the post office first. If
So you do that, and then Randall does something else, and then Sir Steve does something else, and I'll just go explore.
Up north, one east.
Divide
We
and
can
conquer,
cover all
right?
of Wolfwatch now.
Actually, on second thought, perhaps it's best we split for this.
well,
While we're here in such a bustling town, it seems that the army is amassing their own new conscripts to their cause. Perhaps there's a few people who might be able to fill our spare horses it might be worthwhile trying to see who's ready to fight the good fight.
That's a good point. Well, my intentions here are I wish to go to the post office. I have some letters to collect. I wish to head to the temple as well. Nickum, you're definitely going to the temple, and Randall, from the sounds of it, you're keen to. I want to get some new equipment for our men, and so Steve, you need to find the Emerald Order and find us that general. We actually met one of their men out in the town, out in the road, and helped him out. A Knight Captain Gerald might be a good way of getting us in with this lot.
Knight Captain Gerald. Right. I'll keep that in mind. What name did you give him, by chance, just in case?
I gave him my real name, Sir Kiasper. I told him we were from the Keepers of the Solist. And a gesture to Miss Ash of the new order that I created. Well, we created.
Right.
Gotta get that
Like,
branding out
sashes
there.
now. What? when did we get sashes?
Well, no, I got a sash. You got a tabard. I gave it to you in...
Oh. Yeah. With the sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Casper bought your outfit.
Yeah. Randall got a cape, did you?
Yeah, the inside of my cloak is all.
And then Nickum got a reversible like sash belt, so it's like a plain level one side, and then he flips it over if he wants to be Zazzy and show off his colours, or he can be incognito.
I love how Casper's the fashion designer of the group.
A fashionista.
Those years of learning engineering, really.
Yeah, that's just.
It's not always about
But it's
functionality.
also like the worst. It's also like a really bad thing for me because it's like when I'm trying to be like discreet, it's like, hey, let me show you something, and my hand goes towards.
Come to look down here.
Look down here.
No.
Let's keep this beeping.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to the post office.
All right.
I have some letters. Okay, I go to the post office by myself.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite hard to keep track of each other in the big bustling crowd of the market. Like once you get to like whereabouts you are, Casper, you notice that it dies down. Yeah, you pass a few shops there. Like there's all these buildings to the side of the market. They're all shops as well. Various different stuff. Sometimes general goods, butchers, bakers.
Candlestick makers.
Yeah, there's essentially Stalker's Pride is you pass it. Looks like almost a leather workers and a Fletcher's kind of like rolled into one. It's like hunting goods essentially. There's as you pass through here, you see Be the Bullet, which is essentially a armor shop. So yeah, it's got various different like armors on display in the shop window. You see signs going north for Swamptooth Lodge. There's another smithy that way, like the symbol for a smithy, a leather workers. There's a lumber yard up there. And then, yes, the post office. Potter's Post.
Damn. Who owns this?
Well, as far as anyone's aware, a dead man.
No, he is dead.
Well, as far as the legal records go, he is dead, so...
And he actually is dead.
Potter's Post.
Yeah.
I like how someone hasn't just bought it out and rebranded it.
Can I buy it? I have all his money.
You're going to buy his company with his money.
You don't have all his money, you have, like, one of his,
low.
like, strong boxes.
That's his legacy.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost more than you have to buy out his company.
I'm gonna rebrand it Casper's Couriers.
Oh, good.
Quite catchy.
Yes, right. I laughed to myself as I entered Potter's Post. So a long queue that I have to get in.
There is a little bit of a queue, yeah.
I just stand behind people breathing heavily. Like mouth breathing heavily behind them.
You get a few like looks over the shoulder, but then as soon as they like see the size of you and your face, they just kind of look ahead and they just try to ignore you, try to stay as far in front of you as possible. Obviously not exactly easy. Yeah, they eventually the crowd moves through, and then yeah, there's a slight elderly middle years lady, on the front desk. Hello.
Good morning to you, my lady. I am expecting some letters, I believe. My name is Casper Zerkov. Has anything been left for me?
Casper what? Sorry.
Zerkov. Zerkov.
How do you spell that?
Z-H-U-K-O with little squiggle. V. Zerkov.
Okay. She like starts filing through. Ah. One letter for you.
Thank you. You have a nice day, as always.
You have a nice day as well.
I
Next.
go to the side and read me a letter.
It is you recognise as soon as like you pick up before you even open it, it's sealed with the wax seal of Teddington. The big old T.
Teddington.
Where are you? Come home.
You haven't come to work
You
for
haven't paid your
weeks.
rent. You're fired.
So, I mean, you're not far off. The letter basically reads, Casper, my dear friend, good to hear from you. Where the fuck are you? You have the absolute audacity to ask me for financial help. You are my employees. You have not shown up. You have said no word of where you are. I have had to hire new help. You ask me for silver?
The best thing is I've got like so much money.
Now, I have work for you if you want to earn the silver, but you'll have to come all the way back to Bloody Bastion for that. So,
Nope.
good luck with your endeavour. I hope to hear from you soon. Yours, Lawrence.
Don't think I'm going to respond.
Just return the resignation.
Yeah, I'll pen a letter. Dear Mr. Teddington, thank you for the opportunities that the role has offered. However, I've found employment elsewhere. Please accept this as my 2-week notice. I do not
You wouldn't be where you are without him.
I do not intend to work this. Please reimburse me any holidays I have left over. Right. So no one wants to help us. Excellent. Casper leaves Potter's Post in a bad mood.
That's the only letter you received.
What, have I got packages?
No. No, you haven't.
Damn it.
For a split second there, Ben, I was like, oh, someone sent them a like box of silver or something? And you're like, no.
It's a Nimbus 2000 from my uncle. He's in prison.
Oh, he got him a firebolt.
Oh,
Not
did he?
Nimbus 2000. That was McGonagall who got him the Nimbus.
Why is a teacher buying a student presents? This is all a bit
Because
nonsense.
she was head of Gryffindor and wanted him to have a broom.
Favoritism, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's not
gonna,
illegal in wizarding school.
Yeah, true.
while the others are doing stuff, Ben, I'm just going to run off to Armed and Ready and get my hammer rehandled.
You're gonna run off to Armed and Ready.
Yeah, just get it.
You're just gonna run off there without telling the others.
No. Well, are the others waiting outside?
I don't know.
I
I don't know what they're
From the looks of it, Nickham's just lost in the market. Randall's had a breakdown at the gate, and so Steve has just ploughed his way south, like he normally
I've
does.
lost Nickham in the crowd. Nickham is too easy to lose. He's just
only small.
disappeared. He's only small. I go up to a small child and grab his shoulder, thinking it's Nickham. And he'll- oh
Boy.
shit!
Fuck off, mate.
I'm really
Sorry,
interested,
but-
actually. How tall is everyone?
I'm 6'4".
I mean, 5'10"-ish. I've made myself
6'2".
9, 5'10".
You're still growing, aren't you?
Oh,
Sir Steve, apparently?
so I'm taller than you. I'm 5'11".
I thought I made myself 5'10".
Well, I mean, Nickham is kind of just. He was following. He was following Casper at first, but then he just got into like people watching mode
Saw
and is
something
just
saying.
observing the crowd, trying to find anyone interesting. Maybe someone with a bit of coin that they don't need.
There's loads of people with coin here. You guys are meant to be the good stuff.
We don't even need the money. I've got so much money I can give to you.
Yeah, no one gives me any money, so.
You never asked.
Have you asked?
True.
Well, I mean, like the first few sessions, it was when I got money, it was then taken by Casper and then split within the three of them.
That was a tax. You're an elf.
So that's just how I assume this goes, and like every time, like, yeah, I find money, it's just I just automatically give it to Casper because that's how this party goes.
I'm
You are a
glad.
second-class citizen, clearly.
He's a
Yeah, I want some arrows, so I'm just gonna
Steal.
get. No, I'm just gonna get me enough money to then get me some arrows.
Are you pickpocketing people?
Ah, it depends. I'm mainly just because I'm not just looking for like someone with money. I'm also looking for like assholes.
thought you were gonna stop at ass then. I was like, oh damn.
Just money and ass. That's what I'm
Money and ass. That's what I'm looking for. Money and
Pretty cool.
ass.
Excellent.
If you are, roll me a sleight of hand check.
I'm
And,
not associated with this action.
and an insight as well, Ben.
Yes.
He needs to know if they're an ass or not.
I'd say with his like passive perception, he can easily see some arseholes. There's people like arguing,
'cause-
market stall dealers. There's even a couple of market stall guys that are like trying to rip people off. You're like, I'll be happy to
Oh
like,
yeah.
take a little bit from them.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay. Sleight of hand. All right. Do I have anything that can help me with this? No. The stealthy only conceal my identity. Not. Damn. Oh well. Sleight of hand.
Oh, Jesus.
24.
okay,
He's a rich man.
I would say that you managed to pilfer 24 silver from various arseholes.
They all have a strange
All
smile.
right.
Add it to the pile.
I'm all right. Cool. Oh,
You are 24 silver richer than you were before.
yeah, and I'm kind of just like slipping through the crowd and trying to just get away as quickly as possible. I'm going to head to the Stalker's Pride was the Fletcher's, right?
Fletcher's, leatherworkers, it's a hunter's shop, essentially.
Because yeah, I do want some arrows.
Have I lost Nickham in this crowd? I would like to try to find him.
I would say you lose him, but then you would see him entering the Stalker's Pride.
I'm going to go after him and also head into Stalker's Pride.
Okay.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
you go in, nick him. It is like like I mean, take away the guns, but it's like a hunting shop in America. You've got like the camo, you got the bows, you got the arrows.
It's like Bass Pro.
There's fishing rods everywhere. There's lures, bait,
Hunted and fishing from New Zealand.
traps, everything.
There's pontoon boats
Please tell me there's just like fleece camo in random colours.
in orange. Everything's orange.
Orange.
Like orange.
There's orange.
Yeah.
And then just got the logo.
Orange.
Everyone's chewing on jerky.
There is some jerky for sale.
Nice.
Yes, good shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of just
browsing.
I kind of just browsing, and then probably actually that's the question. Would I have like noticed that Randall was on his way here as well before I entered?
With your passive perception, you notice freaking everything apparently, right?
Cool. All right, then I'll just browse until like he enters.
Yeah, it's not long after you. Like you probably like take a few steps in just as you're like looking around, and then he comes in behind.
Yeah. I saw you come this way, Nick. Oh, wow. What a great selection of great arsenal here. This is truly a shop after my own heart.
Well,
I'm just bewildered by the size.
Well, considering what we'll be going up against, I thought it might be good to resupply myself with some arrows. I was running short to begin with, and then a few times that I've used some arrows, I don't really have that much around.
I too am running quite low, and I'm more than likely going to browse the market later for some provisions to procure some poison so we can coat those arrows with.
Ooh. All right. Well,
Let's go. Let's find some nice arrows to purchase, and perhaps some better equipment for our men too. We're gonna have a nice round.
Yeah. Definitely gonna.
We're gonna have a proper montage of trying on outfits as well, and we're gonna judge each other. If it comes out like, no, next one, back you go, Nick, and try on another one.
4 outfits down. It's like perfect.
It's amazing.
You'd come out in a full like ghillie suit, essentially. Yeah. The arrows on offer. There's obviously a vast array of different like standard arrows from different Fletchers and like slightly different metals and that sort of thing. But they're all basic arrows. Then you've got your bodkin arrows and your broadhead arrows. So if I'm correct, bodkin are for piercing armor, and broadhead are for obviously basically tearing through flesh and causing issues or pulling out.
It's a very human design.
Yeah, humane.
No, human.
Humane.
Just no, it's
Human.
just designed for humans.
Human.
The design
It's not very.
The design is very human.
Well, I'm interested in
Nothing.
getting a couple of everything.
Yes.
So, a couple of all three. Okay, yeah, a few of all three. That would...
Okay, so the broad-headed bodkins will set you back 4 silver each, whereas standard arrows are 1 silver each.
Hmm.
One
Yes, so not
silver
many
for
of
an
them.
arrow.
Yeah.
What? Not 1 copper because it's gold to silver ray.
I'm looking at the sheet right now. Oh, I know. Sorry. It is 4 silver for 20 and 1 silver for 20.
Oh, okay. That's
That's an expensive
that's
arrow.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like signed by famous archers, I don't know.
So it'll be what? So 9 silver for 20 of each.
Yes.
Do we have any other archers? Is it just Josiah?
Josiah's barely trained as an archer. He's not an archer. He's a pickpocket.
He's just a guy you've given a bow to.
You just gave him a bow and being like, shoot.
He's somewhat
yeah.
He's somewhat dexterous, so you're like, yeah, give it to him.
I'm gonna turn to Nick and go, "What bow do you use? If you don't mind me having a look, perhaps we can fetch you a better bow."
Depends on if I can use it. Yeah, it will kind of show you that his probably rather worn, because it was stolen from a dead person. A short bow. Yeah, don't think it's very effective, but don't know if he can use anything else.
Well, a recurve bow is normally a good option if there's one present. I'm just going to quickly look at bow types because I forget the name. Can we also look at his bow selection as well?
Yeah, he has all the bows available.
All the bows.
Yeah,
All the
Remington,
bows.
Browning,
Are
Beretta,
these bows?
Smith and
So-
Are
Wesson.
these bows signed by people?
Smith and Wesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got standard short bows, just like ones that are used tend to like be for like, you know, hunting, bow, mounted, that sort of stuff. He's got recurve ones, you know, slightly more forgiving for those with slightly less strength. And he's even got a couple of composite bows, which need a little bit more power.
Ooh, what, longbow or short?
Short bows, and then obviously
Is his
long
short
bows.
bow is composite?
Yeah, then into the long bows, he's got standard long bows of various different like lengths. He's got a couple of recurve long bows, and he's got a couple of composite long bows. You look at the price tags.
But they're quite hard to use.
£2.50.
Composite longbows, yeah, they need a little bit of strength to draw, shall we say?
Nope, not for me.
I'll
Yeah.
turn to
Yeah, go.
Nick and go, myself personally, I favour the longbow on a recurve. I find it quite easy to use even though I'm not the strongest of men. And it serves me well. I was lucky enough to get this autumn yew bow from the elves, from your elven friends. Perhaps you should invest in a longbow, a recurve longbow as well.
Longbow recurve. I
don't think.
can.
You've just
Can you
made
use
a
longbow?
longbow
I can.
recurve.
You can.
Recurve
use,
longbow.
A recurve longbow.
I'm reading it off the sheet. There's a comma. It's throwing me off.
Is this what we're doing?
But yeah, so I
Needs to be
mean,
backwards.
well, a recurve I could use. Would also give me a bit more range than this, kind of holding up the short bow. I think I can. Well, I'll see the prices, but should be able to get one.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Well,
some newly acquired wealth.
So a recurve short bow and a standard longbow both run about 50 silver. A composite short bow and a recurve longbow run you about 75 silver. And if you want to splash out for the composite longbow, you have to plus splash out 125 silver.
But you need
Yeah.
good strength to use it.
It depends on your strength, though.
Yeah, reading that, yeah, recurve longbow is 9 strength, so thankfully I can still use that.
Have you got
75 plus the 9 for the arrows,
Yep.
so it's 84. I have that. I didn't have that before, but I do have that now.
Where did you get that from?
He's been picking Casper's pockets.
Nope, so I had money that I think it was the one time when I got money from the group, and then I just haven't spent it at all. And then plus the 24 that I just got, that brings me to 96. So yeah, I think recurve longbow and 20 of each kind of arrow.
60 arrows total and a recurve longbow. All right.
I too would like to buy some arrows while I'm here. I will take 20 of the bodkin, 20 of the broadhead. I'll take 20 of the arrows. I'll do the same again.
Okay, so 9
So
silver.
another- Marvelous.
Yeah. Cool. You make the transaction. All happy? You two? Are archers? Are they happy?
Yeah. Ecstatic.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
And while you make your transaction, we'll snap back to Sir Steve. Where was Sir Steve going? He's just been wandering.
He was kind of just wandering through the town and occasionally asking people, what a big gauntleted hand on people's shoulders go, and asking them like, right, you couldn't point me in the direction of the Emerald Order's building here.
Yeah, I mean, after a little bit, you realise you probably wouldn't have needed some directions, because if you look carefully enough above, like, the roofs of most of the buildings aren't that tall. Most of them are like single level. They're just raised slightly, but so is the path. You basically would see the Emerald Order flag standard flying from the top of a not massive but fortified building.
It's kind of like he spotted it from the road, but he's just asking people to like introduce himself and like get a feel of what the town's like and how people are feeling.
Yeah, people look very kind of rushed. Like there's just a lot going on. Like people, like you see, what you've seen as you've been walking through is like a lot of people like running with like bundles of arrows, like spears, like carts of rations have been being moved. There's just a lot of movement. There's a lot of goods being moved around, and you can see it's all just to prepare this army for their move.
Okay.
But yeah, you eventually would find the Emerald Guard.
Time to walk in like I own the place.
You know.
No, he doesn't. I wish he was the character to do that, but no. No. He'd he'd walk up and do like the typical like announce his presence to somebody, so then they will give him permission to enter.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a guard on the entrance, but the door is open. You actually see, like, as you're approaching, people like going in and out quite a bit. They look like squires, both like young squires and like fresh recruit squires, like Randall was when he first joined the order. Just the lowest rank member.
Still is.
And yeah, so you kind of feel like, okay, I can just walk in. So yeah, you walk in and you see that in the centre there is what appears to be likely a captain in there in his armour, just directing squires here and there. He's giving like letters to some. He's like writing on some, giving orders. One comes running out of the armoury, like carrying like a bundle of spears and pikes and halberds. Where should I put this, sir? He goes, take it to the gates. And he sees you and goes, you, go join the training. Go train some of all those recruits. They need taking through those drills before we set off.
I look at this guy and I'm like, a part of him instinctively goes to turn and do what he says, and he's like, wait a second. It's not quite why I'm here. Sir Stephen Oakwood. I'm not from this, what would we call it, a fief?
Thief?
Province?
Shire.
Shire, that's it, thank you. I'm not from this Shire, I'm afraid, Captain.
That explains why I've never heard of you. What are you doing here?
No.
You wasting my time?
No, I've come on important business to see General Earbard.
Well, can't be more important than a war.
You could say it's of equal importance. Why? What's happening?
Wildland army, marching on us from the north. We're gathering men, gathering the levies, and we're carrying our knights up north to the pass. We're going to face them there.
Is that where General Earbard is?
Well, as far as I know, it was just north of the city, I suppose. He's taking our men up north now. He's on the path, probably.
Right. Well, I'm kind of think. Then I think me and my group will join you on the way north, if that's all right. You might be able to help in your fight, because our meeting with General Earbard is of the utmost importance.
Sure thing. More numbers, better. You look well armed, and you're a knight. You can help train the soldiers on the way.
He nods. He's like, that I can. I do have a squire with me as well. A few other well-armed individuals. We should be quite the force to reckon with on the battlefield.
You got any trained archers with you?
He has a flashback to Randall just killing people from atop a church.
And shooting one from like miles away.
Yeah, and then like
I have killed a pretty famous person.
Yes, we only have two, right? Three? There's one of the mercenaries,
No,
an archer.
we've got one archer and then a couple of guys that have a bow.
Yep.
Oh, they're more trained than a normal guard is going to be.
No, they're people that have been given a bow.
Not wrong.
You get a bow. You
Wickham's an archer as well.
He's been given a bow.
He's
No,
stolen.
like, we do have two or three. One of them far more proficient than the others.
No, do. We haven't got many, so the more the merrier.
Right. Well, try to Sorry, I didn't catch your name. He goes up to shake his hand.
Captain Faris.
Captain Faris, right. Don't mind me asking, I believe there's a Captain Gerald that works here?
Yeah, Gerald. Good bloke.
Right.
Good fighter.
Yes, my group ran into him a few days ago on the road and helped him out.
Good to know.
You wouldn't be able to... He goes to say someone that he thinks better of it. He's like, you know what? How can I help?
How can you help? Well, lots of bloody stuff that needs doing. We need rations taken to the carts. We need some weapons picked up from the smithy. Well, what can you offer with?
Training, running, and gathering things, I don't mind. He just kind of flexes his arms. He's like, I'm strong enough to carry and I'm skilled enough to train.
Well, take your pick. Either go help pick up some weapons from the smithy, or go help train some of the raw recruits. They need drilling in some, positional stuff, formations, all that sort of shit. You know what the levies are like.
He kind of nods, thinking about the levies back home. Yes, I'm quite aware. I'll send for my squire to come and aid us as well. I'll send him to you to do whatever errands you need him to.
No. Don't send me any more fucking squires. Please.
He nods, he's like, I'll train him with the levies.
Yeah.
He's probably more skilled than them already.
Key part is to make sure they don't shit their pants when they come across combat.
I'll try my best. So you're on the road later then, Captain Faris. Are we setting out tomorrow?
Yeah, in the morning.
First light. Then he'll head off and try and find where the levies are. He's not going to bother asking him. He's too much on his plate.
Well, you did pass most of the levies on your way in. Like, that's where the tents were and that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you would like I did say there were some like training drills going on. But yeah, they can't really spare that many nights to guide them essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so you start making your way there. Casper,
Hello.
you were heading where?
Well, I was standing outside the post office waiting for my kids to turn up, but they've disappeared.
To be fair, you were queuing for quite a while. So I would say definitely Nikim and Randall would eventually probably wander towards your area.
After we bought up the whole market.
Robbed the whole market.
I
Right.
would never.
Have you got everything you need? I look at them.
We have some supplies, but we could always go back for some more provisions, but
Well-
we can do that later.
Yes, we'll send one of the men out to collect stuff. I intend to arm our guys up a bit better, but we don't have to deal with that now.
I believe it's wise that we head to the Temple of Lazarium.
That is exactly what my thoughts are. Nikum, we're going to cure you. Come. And I walk this way, kind of pushing a path. Come on, Nikum. You are going to see the light. Ah! Sir Steve, what are you doing here?
He's just walking in the opposite direction, walking back towards you guys. Just like, right. News. The army is getting ready to march out tomorrow, and I've already agreed that we'll march with them.
Okay.
They're heading to the Long Pass, and that's where General Eobard is on his way now. So it works out quite well for us.
Well,
Yes.
then we should turn around and rest. And
He
No.
holds up
Just
a
gonna
hand.
start walking.
I'm not quite finished yet. There is a wildling army to the north heading south. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was General Tidor that has planned this to distract the forces here.
Yes.
Or it could be a lucky coincidence.
Well,
There's always a
Now,
one.
yes.
okay.
I'm
well,
heading up to help train the recruits at the moment. Tommy hasn't found you yet, has he?
No, and if he spent that money on shit, I'm going to kick him in the head.
No.
Oh, yes.
Tommy in the head, and you'll be getting my boot up your ass.
I wouldn't even feel it with your tiny little toes.
He looks at his size 11 feet.
6'4" ass.
Randall's gonna turn to nick him and just hand over a couple of copper and go, 3 copper on Gasper.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that.
Right.
Yeah.
3 copper on gas.
We're taking 8.
Here's the thing. Nickum, I think, also would bet on Casper, but yeah, he'd want to make it interesting, so he'll take the other side.
I think St. Stephen's more technically trained.
It's just brutal.
Yeah, but I'm more scared.
Yeah.
Casper's scarier.
Casper just has the option to use anything as a weapon, including people.
And
Picks up
his-
small child.
Casper stares at you for a short amount of time. Well, if you're quite done, we're heading down to the temple to get rid of whatever this curse on Nickum is.
Right. Good luck with that. Oh, if you see Tommy, or he sends word of where they are, can you send word for him to meet me outside where the levies are training? May as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get his training done for the day.
Yes, well.
Thank you, Casper.
Anytime, sir. Super Sir Stephen.
He's just gonna walk. So,
Casper looks
he
at
knows he'll be stuck here all day, like trading barbs with him if he doesn't just walk.
Casper looks at you. He's a knight, don't you know? Sir Casper walks down to the temple.
Alright. You come to the Temple of a lot.
Of who?
Litaran. I'll put you on. So, you're under the Temple of Litaran. And, yeah, I mean, there's not many people come to the temple at this point. There are a few, as you enter, like, there are kind of like a few people from the levies, a couple of soldiers, guards, knights that are there, kind of getting blessings before heading off, that sort of thing. However, as soon as you enter, a figure who was kind of like sat down on one of the side benches, someone that you would recognise as someone from the Second Sons, as brother Sven.
Brother Sven?
Yes, the one that you guys helped him like build his little altar in the gardens. One of the few surviving members of the Second Sons after their ranks were butchered in the night raid. Yeah, he stands up. Casper, Randall.
I do like take a knee in like the center towards the altar, and then get up and look over. Brother Sven.
He comes
Brother
over
Sven?
and clasps your hands. It is good to see you.
Yes. What are you doing here?
Praise Latarin, you're alive. We feared for worse.
Bishop Robert, he sent me.
Don't take this the wrong way, my friend, but did anyone else come?
No, we don't really have many people left. There's not enough of us to send unless we abandoned our holy ground, which I'm afraid Robert was not ready to do. We have suffered assault. Your cousins and your family have been very helpful, Randall. Without them, we would not have been able to defend the hill. But we cannot abandon. There have been mercenary groups camped all around the hill for the last couple of months.
But you still stand well.
And we still stand, yes. Like I said, the clan that's with us, they fight well. Very untrained, but Bishop Robert says they are very good at guerrilla tactics, hitting in the night when they're least expecting. Unorthodox, but useful.
I must say, Brother Sven, I am eternally grateful for the hospitality yourself and the second sons have extended to my family. I see your brotherhood and my family as one and the same. I'm glad that they've managed to coexist and keep each other safe.
Yes, it has been good. It has its ups and downs. We are not used to having so many women around. It is hard to keep one's vows when such women are nearby. But
Well,
we are working.
I hope you behaved yourself around my cousins, Brother Sven.
We've had trouble with a fellow knight of ours.
We don't need a repeat of the Sir Steve incident.
The debacle of Sir Steve, we should call.
No. I haven't got anywhere near any of your cousins. Don't worry.
No, I mean, by all means, if you wish.
I pray to Lataran for strength to follow my vows every day.
So Steve, apologies. This is Nikim. And I gesture to the elf who's kind of hiding behind us.
I'm also like, you can see Nikim is very much not used to being in a temple, and like saw Casper like do the like whole kneel thing towards the altar, and just kind of awkwardly just does a like
Curtsy.
Yeah.
just to the altar, just like, yep, yeah. I was just looking around, rather fascinated, and then just pulled into the conversation. Yeah, you too. How do y'all know each other?
This is Brother Sven. Everyone knows Brother Sven.
It's Brother Sven, Nick. Magic. It's Brother Sven.
It's so rude.
These two, they saved me from they saved me and my brothers. We were beset by mercenaries. The Red Bastard, I believe he was called, and his ilk. They slayed many of us.
Ah, that motherfucker. Got it.
They
Sorry,
broke.
am I not? I shouldn't swear. Should I?
Just sorry. Just don't swear.
Got it.
Brother
Shit,
Sven.
my bad.
We cannot take credit for saving you. We all know it was Lataran who gave us the power to come to your aid.
And
Yes.
Rowena.
And forever guide us purpose. And Rowena, of course.
Pat my
Praise Rowena.
Praise him.
Praise him.
Praise him.
I don't know what symbol or hand gestures we do.
That.
Yeah, I feel like that is the most appropriate. Oh no, that one works quite well.
Oh.
Right.
Oh,
Right. Fraser Runner.
So the guys can show off their watches and they all got Rolexes, all these priests.
Fraser Runner.
Yes, it was Lataran's blessing to bring you to us, but you still broke the mercenaries, and you still saved our hides.
Well, it's Lataran's blessing is why we're here again today. Our friend has been ailed upon by a demonic presence, which has been...
I grabbed Nickham's hand and like forced it like to show him.
Mother. Sure.
Look at this, and I point towards like the mark, the scar.
This mark bestowed upon him was once upon another companion of ours. But since the time in which we defeated him, Nickham here dealt me the deathly blow,
So
and the mark is since transferred onto him.
So Sven knows brother Sven knows Sir Stephen.
Yeah, I just don't wish to name him.
He who shall not be named, who led
Shall not be named.
led the cavalry attack,
just
got
one
his
of the
friend
fodder.
killed.
Why are we not naming Sir Stephen?
Randall's being weird, I apologise.
Oh, okay.
You remember Cersei. He was once bestowed with the mark of the demonic.
Oh,
And now it has since transferred to our friend Nickham here. We're looking for Lataran's guidance to help her remove.
this is not my speciality. I can tell it is dark, demonic, like magic, but I don't know much about it. I don't know much about combating. It is not my forte. Father Duhan might be able to help more, but I mean, even I cannot like stay or go with you. But I have brought gifts from Brother Roberts. I'm just looking at me.
Oh yeah.
I accept credit cards and checks.
He has not got a sword-shaped package.
Just
Why did he come? Send him away. In fact, I'm going to read from the evil book at him.
no.
The book of
It's a
evil that
good
drives
man.
us insane whenever we look at it.
Yeah, it gives you horrible nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Brother Sven and go, any gift or aid you can give will be appreciated. It would be greatly appreciated as well if you could join us on our fight. We only know that we need Lataran's guidance throughout to the very end. The evil we fight is not one that we can distinguish by ourselves. It would always be good to have a man of the cloths and his blessing alongside us throughout.
He looks torn. I would think about it, but let us see if Father Duhan can aid with this mark.
Yes, please, if you could introduce us.
I will start singing in Cascadian as we approach the altar. Cascamera de Aya, Latanen, Zombie.
You hear behind the altar. What is that awful racket?
Shut up, there's no Scottish people in this one.
As a very, very short, stocky figure comes out from behind the
Oh
altar.
God! It's disgusting! It's a dwarf!
Casper's trying to remember where there's a well.
Yeah. No, he blew me off my chair.
Sven, go. Casper, Randall, Nikim. Yes? This is Father Duhan. Father Duhan, this is my friends, Casper, Randall, and Nikim, the elf.
We're gonna bow. Praise Urana and Lataran. I think it should be Urana and Lataran.
What's Ruana?
What loser?
Urana is the bird. That Lataran is the L to your head.
Not an L. Not an L to the head.
It's not an L to a head.
Praise Lazarium. Just pointing up almost. It's like a pointing up.
It's all wrong.
Praise it.
Not with
Praise
the
Lazarium.
just
And Lazarium.
hand.
Maybe it is the L.
I think it should be a no, because it's like pointing up, it just happens to be your thumbs out.
No, we're not doing the L. It's not canon.
I
Not-
mean, if we get enough people to do the L. So, Lataran is the god of light and warmth, so I think like a sun. Or that sun, for like the sun rays.
Why not just a circle?
Because that's just a circle. This is like the sun rays.
What about
I prefer the circle. I actually like the circle.
Okay, fine. have
Praise
the circle.
Lazarium and Ruana? What's Ruana
But then
mainly?
Ruana could
I
be
don't
like
know
a
what
vagina.
No, that's not.
She's the goddess of life and growth.
Yeah, life and growth. So you do the.
If you want to do that, mate, you want to do the emerging flower.
This could be a winged vagina.
No,
Or maybe we could do the one where it takes two people and you have to put your middle fingers together and then one of you opens it up. To look inside.
Just birth it.
Oh,
Be the birth. The birth.
We've taken a strange turn here.
yeah.
that could be Praise Ruana.
No, it's not going to do
Father
that.
Doohan look at you guys deciding what symbols to do. Very, very, very confused.
Yeah, Ruana could just be the bird.
Yeah, I think Ruana's a bird.
Brr.
Brr.
And then Lataran's the circle.
Cool. Done. Decided.
Me,
Praise
me or
Lazarium and
Nickham's just throwing up gang signs.
Nickham's actually in the crypts.
Side is the best. West side is the best.
Starts
Nickham
crip
wasn't-
walking.
Nickham wasn't actually bowing when he came in, he was crip walking.
Anyway, we praise the gods to be
We all of them.
all of them, except for the. No, we don't praise them all.
No.
Hey.
Kamari. No one
Um,
does Kamari.
Oh, hang on, didn't we make the Judasia symbol a dick?
No, you guys tried to make it a dick.
Yeah.
It was a dick, but when it was drawn, it looked like a dick.
I used some artistic license to adjust.
Hey, so, are you here for blessings?
Yes.
Well, of sort.
Borat. Yeah.
I don't like
We
dwarves.
We require more than just your usual blessing.
We need,
We need
your
for greater powers.
biggest blessing.
Hey, this is sounding a little bit suspect.
I'm gonna step to one side. Nick and step forward.
Nickham, show him your arm.
Show him, Nick.
Nickham's really awkwardly approaches is
Grab your arm. and
greetings, your holy
Hey,
Ness.
spit out that.
person.
I just grab his arm.
Uh,
Fix my boy!
Son of a bitch. Beach.
Hey, put that symbol away.
He's been cursed. He needs your help. He needs Lataran to cure him.
He just like grabs your wrist and starts like dragging you to like one of these like side areas.
Oh, he's gonna use a loofah on you.
Ah, shit. I've heard about people being dragged like this in temples.
Well, our work is done. I'm sure he's got that sorted. Pasta shopping.
Sven, do you fancy filling in for him?
Sven, drink. Catch up.
Ah,
We're gonna go for a drink with Sven. We'll leave him to that.
Yeah,
After we got that.
We won't report anything.
my. So one hand is being dragged away. The other one is just resting on the hilt of my dagger.
Oh, he's gonna kill him. Oh, I'm torn. He's killing a priest of Lataran, but he is a dwarf.
He just brings you to this like side room where there's like just tons and tons of books. There's like a book that's clearly being like translated, and he just like throws you into the chair essentially, and like runs to like the side of the room, grabs a book, opens it, starts reading, looking through, slams another book down, looks through, and then finds another. Go, this is one. Slams it next to your hand. Goes, this is the symbol.
Power of Lazarium compels you.
Hey, where'd you get it?
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but so there was a friend. He had it from reading a book, and then a demon came after us. Then I killed the demon. Well, I landed the last blow, and then now I have it. Is that sufficient?
Explains it a little bit. The book part, not so much. And he like flicks
Yeah, I
through
didn't
the
really understand that either.
Why are
he
you bringing a
flicks
book
up
up?
a page, and you actually see an illustrative drawing of the very same demon that you guys have seen.
I bet something really simple like rub olive oil on it.
Ah, shit. Yeah,
Hey,
that bastard.
hey, yeah,
Oh,
it's
this
cool.
I mean, sorry.
That is fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Basically, it's what's called a pursuer demon. So the summoner would essentially mark whoever they wanted to be hunted. Um, it can be one or many people. And the demon would, when summoned, essentially go after them with essentially nothing else in their mind. And they wouldn't stop, basically. They would run through anything and anyone, allies, enemies, anything. They are single purpose creatures. And it seems like you have the mark now. But they need to be summoned. It's not like you read a book and you get the mark and suddenly the demon's there trying to kill you. Something summons that creature after you. So who have you pissed off that has the ability to summon frickin' demons?
Well, we've pissed a lot of bad people off.
It's not wrong.
Aye, okay.
And the group that I'm with, they pissed off several people before I met them. Um,
Aye.
so
Any one of those possible demon summoning people?
I would say they would know more than I. I personally don't know as much as they do. The fact that they kind of abandoned me here is I would say it's not a surprise, a little bit expected. Um, they're very good at what they do, but a lot of what they do is just causing dumpster fires in various places. Um,
Aye.
they do a lot of good, but mm, yeah,
You're not really
they
answering.
also do a lot of. No, I'm not. Mainly because I'm floundering while I try to think of an answer that is acceptable. Um, and I don't think I have one. Um,
Aye, well, there's only a couple of ways you can get rid of one of these things. First is to die. Because
That
if
works.
if the creature kills you, then well, you're dead and it's completed its job. The second is to kill the summoner. So whoever summoned that creature, if you kill them, then that's it. The creature will no longer come back. But if you don't do that, then it will keep coming back from the dead every single time. Sometimes it'll take days. Sometimes it'll take hours. Really. There's no kind of set thing. There's just different records of it. Sometimes it took a few hours to come back. Sometimes it took 5, 6, 7 days. But yeah, I can't really promise you anything. It might already be back and after you. However, there's one third option, and if you essentially have, like, I don't know, hair or fingernails or a part of the summoner, there's a ritual you can do to remove it. But if you don't have that stuff, there's nothing I can do.
I see. So it's either I die or the summoner dies.
Aye.
Well, it's definitely the preferred option between the two. Huh. Well, my companions probably know a bit more about who than I do, so feel like I have some I feel like there's a discussion needed between my companions and I. Wherever the fuck they went. Sorry. Wherever the heck they went.
Just my advice would be to don't stay in any one place for too long. It doesn't matter where you go, you can't hide from these things. They will just keep coming.
Understood.
Hey,
Well, this
good
has
speaking.
been
Yeah.
yeah, been enlightening. Praise uh
Lataran, lad. Lataran.
yep. Lataran, yeah. Super lit. Amazing. Um
All right, now get
books,
out
huh?
my temple, you heathen.
Alright, cool. And very quickly, it's just like getting the fuck out of here. Does not feel comfortable in this environment. Yeah, I was gonna steal something, but nah, that's fine. just keep leaving. Hey, you guys left him. He doesn't give
We're
a
just
shit.
outside.
We're literally just chatting to Sven. We're
Yeah,
planning our dinner.
we're waiting for you to be cured.
We're just
No.
chinwagging with Sven, asking him if he wants to go for a dinner and a drink later.
He's up for it.
Yeah, well,
May not be as good as Boris's cooking, but I'm sure we can find something.
Nothing can compare to Boris's cooking.
yeah, well, we can just put everything on the account. We've got a company card.
Yeah,
Well,
on the Keepers of Solstice company account.
Yeah.
Nikim would come out of the doors for the temple.
Are you cured?
No.
What did you find out?
Well, so creature is always summoned, and it's either, yeah, either I die or the summoner dies. Or if we have like some of the summoner's hair or something, then maybe we can use that in a ritual. But if we don't have that, then it is very much either the summoner dies or I die.
Well, we'll just have to find a lady's what's her face and put Lady Elwyn, and put the
Lady Elwyn.
Was that bitch? Okay.
put a
I
hammer
wasn't.
into her head.
But again, looks around in the
Oh,
temple like shit. My bad.
Ah,
Fuck.
My
shit. I mean,
nemesis.
fuck.
well, it's easy. We'll just find Lady Elwyn and brutally kill her.
We've tried to kill her before, Casper. And sure as hell didn't work last time.
Like,
Yeah, she wasn't home, bitch.
she wasn't home. Damn it, she popped down the news agents, didn't she? I'm sure she'll be at this meeting in the hills. We'll get her then.
Oh, and yeah, he also mentioned that when it's defeated and stuff, it's uncertain about how long it takes for the demon thingy to return. It could be a few hours. It could be a few days. Changes from time to time,
That's good to know.
case to case.
Okay, right. Well, sorry, brother
I've
Sven.
got to know now, have I?
I can knight you if you want. Everyone's a knight, apparently.
You can join. You can join the Keepers of the Solstice if you wish.
I already have an obligation, but thank you.
Understandable. We should really find our companions.
Sven, we'll see you for dinner later. Where did you suggest again? Where's the good place to eat?
The bark and bite is good.
Bark and bite.
See you there after Sunday.
The symbol of the wolfhound on the door. It's the looks like the longhouse up by the market.
Excellent.
Best inn in town. I'm actually staying there.
Bark and bite. Excellent.
Is that the one with a little token?
That's the one where Tommy is, yeah.
Okay. Right, we'll see you later then. Oh, Randall, actually, I got stopped while I was waiting for you guys outside the post office. There's a place you might actually want to head to, there's a Harpy's Rangers Lodge up in the north of the town. It might interest you. No? Okay. Well, I'll go fuck myself then. I won't think of interesting things for me to do.
Sorry, I missed that.
Harpy's Rangers have always been a passion, but now's not a time to take up hobbies and interests.
No,
Now's the time to...
That's fine. I'll go fuck myself. And Casper's gonna walk ahead, sulking.
Once we save the world, we can go on other little fun adventures.
No, Casper is walking off by himself. I'm gonna go find his true friends. Those popular guys like Keith, the Executioner. Bors, the Axemaster. Cal. No, Cal's dead. His friend is dead. Rachel, the Mystic.
You got Jimmy 1 and Jimmy 2.
Yeah, both the Jimmys. And he's going to ignore his lifelong friend. He can't even remember his name. Randall, was it?
Just going to turn to Sven, roll my eyes and go, I'll see you at dinner.
Do not trust him, Sven. He will betray you.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Back to shopping.
Nikim is very confused as he leaves, and he's just like,
So Steve, so you arrive at the levies. They're receiving a little bit of instruction from a couple of guards. They've probably like young squires, but there's no knights around instructing them. They're doing basically like spear formations, that sort of stuff, spear movements. I don't know whether you want to completely RP this or whether you want to have a roll to see how well you instruct them. Up to you.
Well, I'll role play a bit of it. Do a bit of it. Okay. Let me have a think here. I don't have Tommy with me yet, which is a problem.
Tommy's gone.
So I wanted... Yeah, he'll show up eventually.
No.
Oh.
I'm in the mood. He's dead.
If he dies, you'll find yourself at the bottom of the swamp.
How will you know?
There'll be a massive Warhammer mark in Tommy, or his eyes will be gouged out. And there's only one person I know who'll do it.
Just both of those things.
Damn
it, I'm too predictable.
Yeah, so he'll go up and he'll introduce himself to the guards that are already instructing them. Right, I'm here to take over the training. If that's all right, sergeants.
By all means, mate.
Oh, just fucking kill him.
Hearing that accent, I'm so tempted to have Sir Steve switch and be like, "All right, mate."
They're all yours, mate.
Thank you, mate. Feels foreign having Sir Steve say mate. Yeah, so he'll take over from them then, and he'll have all of them line up and be like, right, everyone line up, quick.
They get a single file line in front of you.
How quick do they do it, Ben? Is there order to how quickly they do it?
It's quick, definitely not orderly. Like some of them like bump into each other, like trip over each other's spears, that sort of thing.
Dealing with a bunch of country bumpkins, you say?
And then the last
Terrible.
one like bumps into the back of all of them, and they will like bump into each other, almost fall all forward.
Fucking domino effect. They all.
Almost, not quite,
Oh.
but
I kind of single out that one guy who caused that, like getting to stand down. Like, right, you out here.
yes. Comes
Right.
forward with his spear.
Does he have a shield?
Nope.
Okay. Oh god, this is gonna be a slaughter. Okay. Right. Show me a defensive position.
Hey. Oh.
Right, that took a little bit too long. Show me your offensive position.
Thrust.
Good. Right. He just kind of like looks at the rest of them. He's like, right. Now, all of you, defensive positions on 3. And then 1, 2, 3.
Forgetting they are still in single file, they just almost stab each other as they try to like get in position, and a few of them like get knocked over, and carnage ensues.
Okay, I watched this. Right. First lesson. If you hear a stupid order being given to you that you should not attempt, don't do it.
One puts his hand up.
Yes.
But, sir, we were told we should always follow orders, sir.
Yes, from competent people.
Are you saying you're competent, sir?
No, I'm saying follow competent orders. That was look at how you all acted there. Had this been a battlefield, you would have all died. You need to do a little bit of thinking for yourself.
Morale -1 so far.
That's fine. He needs to bring them down to bring them back up.
Okay.
Right. Everybody spread out from each other. Single line, defensive position, enemy cavalry coming towards you. What do you do?
One of them is a little bit like a slight-looking guy, maybe class clown sort of face. Hope we don't piss our pants, sir. Run.
No, you'll be run down if you run, and you will certainly piss your pants. Believe me on that. You form a defensive line next to each other. You have to trust in one another. Trust in your brothers beside you. Do not falter, do not run. Those who run are cowards, they are traitors, and they will be the reason you all die. Do you want to be the reason that some of these men don't go home?
They will like shake their heads.
Do any of you want to see your friends, your brothers, your cousins, motions around at the crowd of them, to die on the battlefield facing wildlings?
Oh, no. That when you said, "Do you want to see your brothers?" They were like, and then, "No, we don't want to see them die."
Right. Well, if that's the case, you're going to be trained by me today. And tomorrow as well at first light.
But are we marching at first light?
Yes, your training doesn't stop because we're marching.
Oh shit!
It will be tough, but it will save you on the battlefield. It will mean you get to come home to see wives, children, your daughters, your sons. And then he's going to look around at the group of them. Now, defensive positions.
They unsurely, but they get into the position.
Okay. And I'm going to walk along the line, picking out individuals, just like making sure it's just up at the right angle, same angle as everyone else. Just right. And then once he's done walking along the line, making sure he's like, right. Now, 2 steps forward, stab, 1 step back, defensive position.
So it's a bit of a muddle, but they do it. And then
And then he's gonna
Tommy comes running over.
look at Tommy. Right. I see you got word, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, you see, we're training all these men at the moment, and he points out at the. How many men is there?
So you've kind of been told to take over like the training of essentially a like a squad. So
Okay.
there's, I'll say there's 24 here.
Okay. I might need another squad, but okay.
I mean, there's loads more. Like, there's people arriving as the day goes on, so there'll be more.
Okay. Right. Now, everyone, this is my squire, Tommy. He's going to point to Tommy.
Hello.
He's going to... For a second then, I was like, was that Tommy or was that the other people? I was like, but Tommy wouldn't be so brazen to speak to 24 people.
No, he wouldn't.
I just gotta like motion to him, chin up, boy.
He stands there trying to have some semblance of pride.
He's going to be joining us for your training. He's been trained by me for the past few months. So he's gonna look around. Hopefully, he'll be in better shape than all of you, but by the end of it, he might be in as good a shape as him.
Okay.
And then he's gonna start just going through the drills with them, getting them to practice the same one a few times till he sees them get pretty much perfectly, and then move on to like the next defensive tactic.
All right. Roll me a 1d 100, and I'm just gonna say plus 4. Yeah, plus 40.
Okay. Does my leadership sub skill help?
That's where I took your plus
Okay.
from.
If
Unless
I fly the banner, does that
you
help?
just got the +1 from your leadership.
No, that's all right then. It's fine.
All right. And cue training montage with Mulan's "Let's get down to business."
To defeat the wildlings.
And yeah, lovely training montage. You break for food, and you train long into the afternoon before you you give them a break. Yeah.
Could I have sent off for food to be delivered to the training grounds and out of my own pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Need to bring that morale back up. So I'm gonna have food brought out and give Tommy the money and send him off to do it before I call them for lunch.
All right.
In theory, they should just set up a market stall outside next to the training, so soldiers go up and during lunch.
Like a food truck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just bring out like your wooden market stand, set it up, and start serving out the food.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Well, the training is going well.
Grueling.
Yeah, they're not gonna like you by the end of it. You're a hard taskmaster, and they're not gonna like you, but they'll be appreciative of the training that they have received. Um, yeah, like you work to get the results like in a quick amount of time. You need to be a hard taskmaster. You can't be going for the like team manager sort of like role. You can't go for the friendly, let's build a team. It's no, I'm gonna get you to survive, and this is the only way that you're gonna survive. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. But the training goes well, and eventually you need to take a little bit of a break. Um, and you kind of have to break for the evening. Like daylight's going, and like you can leave some of the guards to do the rest of the like evening drills and making sure that they the basics like set up a campfire. Um, you know, you kind of tell them to maybe get the morale up and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you return to the inn to meet with the others, um, and settle down for your evening meal. Um, as you settle down for your evening meal, if you guys were doing anything in the afternoon, we'll kind of do that next session and then snap back to this time period.
Yeah, that's fine.
But brother Sven joins you for your evening meal, and he's got a big old sack of stuff.
Brother Sven, what is in your big old sack of stuff?
It's not that big. It's just it's not
Your moderately sized sack of stuff, which is,
Moderately
I'm
sized.
sure, is perfectly average.
It is an average size sack. He he would first obviously after you've had your food, he's not gonna do it straight away. But after you've had your food, Bishop Robert sent some stuff he thought might be useful to you. Although I don't see brother Alexei here. Is he well?
He is well. He is on a mission to Telerium to distract the agents of the cult.
Good. Well, I suppose that this newcomer can have his what I would have given to him.
No, we'll just have it all.
Yeah, because Nickum is a bit of a hanger-on.
And he pulls out essentially like four like pendant necklaces, each one with the symbol of Lataran, like a rising sun, on it. These Bishop Robert has pulled these from the vault. They are blessings. They are for some form of protection when dealing with essentially dark forces. So we hope they will be beneficial to you. I don't know how long they'll last. They have been used by the brothers for a long time, so they might not have limited use, but they would be beneficial. They are still useful somewhat at least. And he like passes them around, or just pushes it to the middle for you.
I pick one up.
What are they called? Just pendant of.
Yeah, Lataran's blessing, we'll call it.
Thank you, Brother Sven. Any help we can get will aid us greatly in the war to come.
This one, and he pulls out, and it's like a figure that's maybe like kind of head size. So what's that?
9
Just-
inches.
Just shy of a foot, yeah, 9 inches. And it's kind of like an actual like statuette kind of figure of Lataran. And this, I don't know whether it will be any use of you, but it was used by one of our founders when he went up against very dark forces, ghouls and undead and all that sort of stuff. He once used it to destroy an entire, not legion, army of undead that was besetting him in one of his travels. So hopefully, if you ever come across that sort of thing, I know Judicia's past and the stories tell of her raising the dead, so it might come in useful. I hope it does. Not that I hope you come up against an army of undead, but if you do, I hope you use it to good effect. And he puts that on the table for you. And last, I give you this, and he brings out essentially 2 vials of what appears to be like an oily sort of liquid. If you crack this over your blades, your blades will shine with Lataran's light, and any dark forces will cower in fear and be burned with his power.
Thank you, Brother Sven. These gifts will come of great use to us in this war to come. We will use them wisely and use them in Lataran's name and help bring his light into the darkest parts of this wilderness that we had to.
Thank you, Brother Sven.
Well, it was mainly Bishop Robert that sent this, so I will pass on the thanks to him, and hopefully you will be able to when you return. Everyone is looking forward to seeing you again, especially your family, Randall. Auntie Rochelle is she always asks, and she was very keen to hear back from when I return about how you've been doing, and that you're in good health.
Please pass on my loves and wishes to my family as well. Tell them I'll be home soon.
I will.
Alright. Now, let us get you a gift. Brother Sven, which drink would you like from the bar? And I slap my knee.
And as you begin your little drinking session, that is where we'll finish tonight's game.
Hurrah.
We should go back and toss that dwarf in a well.
Off he goes. What use was he?
Yeah, he just told our mate he's fucked.
I
You
mean,
fucked me.
did you think it would be as easy as just let's go to a priest and get the mark removed?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
thought he would have like a rubber or...
Pour some water on it, wash that 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Sacred oils, I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure that Nikim actually saw Lady Elwyn summon the demon.
Yeah, I think he was there.
Oh yeah,
He was in the priest robe.
He was undercover. Right, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
streaming.
yeah. So yeah, Nickham didn't see it. It was the priest that saw it.
Right, goodbye everyone. Bye.